If you thought Mercedes-Amg models were all power and no precision, you need to drive a second-generation C63 AMG, these days available in coupe and cabriolet form, as well as in this saloon guise, and as an estate. The potent, burbling V8 that plays an exhilarating soundtrack is the kind of thing you'd expect, but it's very different this time round. And the class-leading handling prowess may come as even more of a shock. AMG has finally come of age.
On the move, this car is everything you'd want it to be, with aural fireworks and spine-tingling acceleration that flings you up the road with urgent, angry aggression. The Speed Shift MCT 7-speed auto gearbox's race start function makes it easy to replicate Grand Prix style starts that'll take 4.1 seconds in the standard 476 brake horsepower model that we're trying here, or 4 seconds dead if you go for the uprated C63S variant that offers 510 brake horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque, enough to pummel a rival BMW M3 into submission. With the AMG driver's pack fitted, the top speed of both derivatives is 180 miles an hour. Both versions use much the same V8, although it's very different from the normally aspirated 6.2-litre unit that used to power this model. This one's borrowed from the Mercedes-Amg GT supercar, a twin-turbo 4-litre engine that's far more efficient, capable of 34.4 miles per gallon on the combined cycle and 192 grams per kilometre of CO2. The kinds of figures that once would have been simply unimaginable from a V8 super saloon. As for handling, well, that is on a different level too. A rear limited slip differential is now standard, and you'll need it to probably get the power down through the bends. Plus, C63 buyers now get adaptive suspension too, one of those elements that can be tweaked via an AMG Dynamic Select driving mode system that can alter the steering feel, the throttle response, gear shift timings, stability control thresholds, and even the exhaust note via Comfort, Sport and Sport Plus settings. No matter how you fiddle with these, the ride will remain coarse, but the steering is good, the brakes are excellent, and the gear shift response is now rifle shot quick. It is an experience to savour. There isn't much subtlety about AMG's sledgehammer V8 power plants, but you do at least get that when it comes to the exterior aesthetics of this C63, at least in this saloon guise anyway. The coupe and cabriolet versions of this car feature more bespoke body panels, and there's something about the estate variant that just looks menacing. So let's slip behind the wheel. Now, those who might have wanted Mercedes-Amg to make more of an effort to set this performance model apart will retain the same opinion once they get comfortably positioned in the Napa leather-trimmed AMG Sport seats. And these chairs are grippy and bespoke, plus you get an AMG-style instrument cluster and a thick-rimmed, flat-bottomed 3-spoke steering wheel, complete with gear shift paddles, but that is about it. Well, does that matter? Normally it would, but fortunately for Mercedes, the standard C-Class cabin is of such high quality that it still leaves this C63 feeling a cut above rivals like BMW's M3. And out back, well, it is only fair to point out that you get slightly less space than you would in an ordinary C-Class model. Raise the boot lid in this saloon version, features optional electric power here, and you'll find the trunk reduced in capacity from the usual 480-litre total to 435 litres in this case. On the plus side, there are the usual bag hooks and tie-down points, although no 12-volt socket, and these useful side storage nets on the left and right of the cargo bay. The original C63 changed everything for its maker, proving that AMG was capable of bringing us more than just sledgehammer speed. Now, in its own way, this second-generation version is equally significant, taking all of that car's performance, its confidence and character, yet delivering it in a form that people will now find more palatable. On the one hand, you've the endearing appeal of an old-school muscle car, and on the other, there's all the polish needed to face down the very best and most potent super saloons, the most extreme estates, and the most crushingly powerful coupes and convertibles that a five-figure sum will buy you. rivals that the AMG engineers have finally learned to take on head-to-head. And they have done that while still keeping this car the angry, tortured thing it always was. As one writer observed, a C63 booked into a course of automotive anger management sessions would go to just one, stay for 5 minutes, chuck a chair through the window and storm out. We like that.